I think that's what we mean when we say God will make a way. Well, Lord, I'm going to stand here, make a way. And God might look back at you and say, I already did. It's through the thorny places and through the slippery places. Thorny places of sacrifice where sometimes you've got to bleed to get where you're going. Slippery places, danger and uncertainty and not knowing what's next. And I don't know if I'm going to make it. God says, I'll make a way. The question isn't whether I will make a way. The question is, will you take the way that I made? Jonathan went through a slippery, thorny place. And when he got to the Philistines, this is what I love and this is what you have to do if you're gonna win with what you've got and win with who you have and win from where you are and not wait for conditions to improve before your courage arises. If you're gonna do this and if you're gonna embrace the fact that I may be outmanned, under-resourced, and unqualified, but God's given me assignment anyway, and I'm not doing it for me because Jonathan isn't even the one who's next in line to be king, but he's not so concerned about his kingship as he's concerned about his calling. And in this moment, he has something to do, and to get there, he has to expose himself. And when he got to the Philistine outpost, the Bible says that he showed himself to the enemies. What kind of strategy is this? What kind of strategy is it to expose yourself to the very thing that you're trying to defeat? You know, if you're gonna move forward in your walk with God, and if you're gonna move forward in your faith, if you're gonna move forward in your calling, you might have to expose yourself. You might have to show up in situations where you don't know how it's going to turn out. Maybe you're in a situation like Jonathan where you don't know how it's going to turn out. You know, Jonathan is so crazy. This guy inspires me because when he turned to his armor bearer and he said, let's go and attack these Philistines and believe God for a great victory, he said to his young armor bearer, come, let's go over to the outpost of those uncircumcised men. Perhaps the Lord will act in our behalf. That gets me good. That he's out here risking his life and he's talking about maybe God will give us a miracle. You know, the miracle is always in the maybe. No maybe, no miracle. No uncertainty, no faith. No faith, no victory. No victory, no joy. But if you're willing to climb through some places where you don't know and try some things that maybe you don't feel qualified to do and put yourself in situations where you really need God and I can't do this without you, maybe then you'll learn the blessing of knowing that God was bigger than what you were afraid of all along. You can win with what you got. What do you have today? I know what you want. I know you want your debts paid off, but what do you have? It always starts with what's in your hand. Who do you have? Are you investing in the relationships God has given you? Are you pouring yourself into the people God has put around you? Who do you have? Are you so focused on who didn't stay that you're not giving one's love to the ones who never left?